this is probably the most important video I've made on either channel. And people have asked me, and I'm just surprised I haven't made it earlier, which is what to do if somebody has a panic attack around you. Not if you have a panic attack, because I haven't figured that out yet. I mean, just a little bit, but it's pretty hard when you have a panic attack what to do. And mine have gotten a lot less severe since the worst day of my life series of videos that you can read about. I mean, that one was insane, but since then they have been a lot less severe than the ones earlier, or maybe they just feel that way because I'm used to them. But this is very important, very, very important. What to do if somebody else has a panic attack around you. Now, this is from personal experience, so it might not all work, and I would talk to an expert. I would talk to an expert if you know somebody who has panic disorder, who's close to you. I have a friend with panic disorder, and they could probably give you more precise advice than me. But I have had 40 panic attacks now, and probably 25% of them have been around people, and those are worse. The ones around people are worse because people aggravate the situation because they don't know what to do. I got tackled by a cop during one, and it was the worst. I mean, I almost slugged her. Could you imagine? She would have handcuffed me. That panic attack would have gone on forever. I would have tried to kill her, basically. Maybe. It's hard to say. But, okay, so here's the scenario. Somebody starts to have a panic attack. Number one rule, do not touch them. Okay? You may feel like comforting them at that moment because they seem like they're so in pain. They seem like like they're so in pain. Don't touch them. Don't touch them. Don't hold them. You get terribly claustrophobic during panic attacks. And being held, being cradled, so to speak, is counterproductive. And just touching them in general will produce a negative effect. It'll extend it. You might think you're helping, but you're actually making it worse. And you're risking getting slugged, and it's not comforting. Second, don't tell them everything's gonna be okay. I mean, it seems like, this is another counterintuitive thing. I hate getting told that, because at the moment, the panic, the very strong feeling that everything's not going to be okay, whether or not that feeling is that you're dying, whether or not that feeling is that your life is collapsing, like I get, or whatever else it is that's causing the panic. The feeling that it's not going to be okay is so overwhelming that you get angry when someone says, it's going to be okay. Oh, you'll be over it. And you feel like you're not going to be over it. It's better, I've found, if the person says, it's okay that you feel that way, Yeah, that's true. You could even say, that's true. And you might not think it's true, but that's better to get them through the moment and then talk to them realistically about it after they're through it. So that's another important one. And I would just say, don't argue with them. Don't argue with them. What, people have this instinct to argue because people in panic say ridiculous things. But it's like arguing with a schizophrenic. I mean, the schizophrenic's like, here's my friend George, and there's no one there. They're going to be very insistent that somebody is there. Likewise with a panic attack. No, things are fine with your life. You got good grades. You got a job. You got a girlfriend. Things are fine. But to them, reality doesn't matter at that moment. Now, this does not mean that afterwards, I would wait like a day or so afterwards. Because you're very irritable after panic. I'm very irritable after panic attacks, anyway. That doesn't mean afterwards you can't talk to them about a real situation, be encouraging with their life, and so forth. But at the time, don't argue with them. Don't argue with them. Okay. And the third thing is a physical thing you can do, because right now that's things you don't do. So you don't want to stand there helpless, right? I mean, that's probably better than nothing, is to stand there helpless. I mean, that's probably better than doing something and being counterproductive. But you want to probably do something, because you're watching this horrible event, and you want to help out. So this is what, so I've had, say, 10 panic attacks around people, I'd say. Maybe a little more than that. And I've had 3 around psychologists. And all psychologists have used the same thing to me, which is they got a washcloth or a paper towel or anything that can be made damp and put cold water on it. And then gave it to me. Don't put it on the forehead yourself. You're liable to get smacked. Gave it to me. And then had me put it on my forehead, and then they told me, focus on your skin between your forehead and the cold water, and the feeling between the forehead and cold water. And I'm not sure why, and I did this once to myself actually with the panic attack I filmed, and it did help bring me out of it when I was able to do that. I don't know why it works. I don't know what about it. And also, you can have them make sure you breathe deeply, So make sure you're breathing deeply in through your nose, out through your mouth. Now focus on the cold water. And you do that until they come out of it. So that's the best advice I can give. And ask them if they want to have, for something, things get very bright to me, especially afterwards. So maybe ask them if they want the lights turned down or something. Anyway, very important advice. So, peace out.